Hey gamers, what's your go-to wall denial technique in Rainbow Six Siege? Let me know in the comments below. Today, we're diving into the world of wall denial techniques in Rainbow Six Siege. These tactics are crucial for maintaining control and winning rounds. In Siege, stopping opponents from breaching walls is a constant challenge. Attackers often bring hard breachers like Thermite or Ace to create openings, so defenders need effective wall denial tactics. Without proper wall denial, defenders risk losing control of key areas, leading to a swift defeat. The need for solid strategies to counter these breaches is what we'll explore today. Let's delve into some of the most effective wall denial techniques in Rainbow Six Siege, examining their unique strengths and weaknesses in detail. Bandit's trick. Strengths. Bandit's shockwire can electrify reinforced walls, making them immune to breaching charges like Thermite's exothermic charge or Ace's SELMA aqua breacher. The trick involves Bandit placing and removing his shockwire batteries just as the attackers deploy their gadgets, effectively destroying the breaching devices before they can detonate. Weaknesses. This technique requires precise timing and continuous attention to the wall, making Bandit vulnerable to other forms of attack. Additionally, Bandit's trick can be countered by Thatcher's EMP grenades or Kali's LV explosive lance, which disable the shock wire temporarily, allowing attackers to breach. Cade's Electroclaw. Strengths. Cade's Electroclaws can electrify walls, hatches, and barbed wire from a distance. These devices can be hidden in hard-to-reach places, making them difficult for attackers to destroy. Cade's Electroclaws also have a larger area of effect compared to Bandit's Shockwire, providing more coverage. Weaknesses. While Cade's Electroclaws offer flexibility in placement, they can still be countered by Maverick's Breaching Torch, which can cut through electrified reinforcements without triggering the Electroclaw. Additionally, a coordinated team using Thatcher or Kali can still neutralize the Electroclaws. Mute's Signal Disruptors. Strengths. Mute's signal disruptors can prevent breaching devices from activating when placed near reinforced walls. This forces attackers to first locate and destroy the jammers before they can breach the walls. Mute's disruptors are versatile and can also be used to deny drones and other electronic gadgets. Weaknesses. The range of Mute's signal disruptors is limited, so careful placement is crucial. They can be easily countered by attackers using Thatcher's EMP grenades or IQ's electronics detector. Mute jammers also don't destroy gadgets, only disabling them temporarily, which means attackers can still retrieve and use their breaching charges after the jammers are destroyed. Impact grenades. Strengths. Defenders like Jaeger or Smoke can use impact grenades to destroy placed breaching charges before they detonate. This technique relies on quick reflexes and precise throws, providing a last-minute solution to stop breaches. Weaknesses. Using impact grenades requires defenders to expose themselves to line of sight, making them vulnerable to enemy fire. It also requires excellent timing and precision, as missing the charge can result in a successful breach by the attackers. Additionally, impact grenades have limited availability, so defenders must use them sparingly. Each of these techniques brings something unique to the table, allowing defenders to adapt to various situations and attacking strategies. The key is to understand the strengths and weaknesses of each method and to combine them effectively with team coordination and map knowledge. By mastering these wall denial techniques, defenders can significantly increase their chances of maintaining control over critical areas and securing victory in Rainbow Six Siege. Now let's talk about a lesser known but increasingly popular wall denial technique, Aruni's Surya gates are laser devices that can be placed on doorways, windows, and reinforced walls. When active, these gates create a laser grid that damages attackers and destroys their gadgets as they pass through. Unlike other wall denial gadgets, Surya gates don't just block breaching devices, they actively deter attackers from approaching key areas. The gates can be reactivated after a short cooldown if they are temporarily disabled by an attacker passing through or using a projectile. This makes them a persistent threat that attackers must deal with repeatedly. Unique advantages. The versatility of Surya gates sets them apart from traditional wall denial methods. They can be placed on both soft and reinforced walls, allowing Aruni to create layered defenses. For example, placing a Surya gate on a reinforced wall in conjunction with Mute's signal disruptors or Cade's Electroclaws can create a multifaceted defense that is difficult for attackers to bypass. The gates also provide visual and auditory cues when triggered, alerting defenders to an attacker's presence and allowing for quick responses. Tactical synergy. Combining Surya gates with other defenders' gadgets can create formidable
Your location has
setups.
been
For
compromised.
instance, pairing Aruni with operators like Jaeger or Wamai, who can intercept projectiles, ensures that attackers can't easily disable the gates with throwables. Additionally, placing a Surya gate on a doorway or window that attackers commonly breach can funnel them into predictable paths, making it easier for defenders to set up ambushes or focus their defensive efforts. Counterplay. While Surya gates are powerful, they do have counters. Attackers can use projectiles like frag grenades or Ash's breaching rounds to disable the gates temporarily. Thatcher's EMP grenades can also disable them, although they will reactivate after the cooldown. Attackers can also sacrifice drones or less critical gadgets to disable the gates without taking damage themselves. Understanding these counters and positioning the gates wisely can mitigate their vulnerabilities and maximize their effectiveness. In-game impact. The addition of Aruni's Surya gates to the game has introduced new layers of strategy and creativity in defensive setups. Top players have been using her gadgets to great effect, disrupting attackers' plans and forcing them to adapt on the fly. The gate's ability to damage and disable gadgets makes them a psychological and tactical tool, making attackers think twice before engaging. By mastering Aruni's Surya gates, defenders can enhance their defensive strategies significantly, adding another layer of complexity and challenge for attackers. This technique exemplifies how innovation and adaptation in Siege can turn the tide of a match,